Hello and welcome back to this new video of mine, which is one of my favorites to film for you guys. I always feel like it's so much fun just to film, to edit everything, and also, unpacking new books is a dream for anyone, right? That's my hobby. Book shopping and reading are two different hobbies. I feel like a lot of people say that, but I still deem that as true. And also you guys always really seem to enjoy watching them, so I'm just happy to get into this right now. I bought a few books over the past few months because it's been a while since I made a last video. I think it's like 3 or 4 months ago. Today we're gonna unpack a few books. I also bought used books in the boxes that I just showed you. I have a little stack of books right over here still that I want to show you, like of the books I accumulated over the past few months. And I'm also gonna switch perspectives later because in my other home, this is my parents' house. It's so confusing. This is my parents' house, and in the apartment I live with my boyfriend, I also have a few books still stacked up that I want to show you. So this is gonna be a bit of a lengthy chit-chatty video, and I'm very excited for that, as I already said. So let's get right into it before I just talk your ears off. So first I'm gonna start with this stack of books before we go into anything else, because yeah, you need to wait for the unpacking a little, okay? I just want to chat about these quickly, get them out of the way, and then we can move on. So the first book I have on the stack here is My Dark Desire by L.J. Shannon Parker S. Huntington. I've bought this with a friend in the bookstore. Like, it was such a cute day. Like, it was a fall day and we went to the bookstore together and we both picked out this book, started reading it together in the library. It was so fun. Had a little coffee. Love. Perfect afternoon in my opinion. So we were reading this one together already. I really enjoyed this, actually more than I thought it would be. Despite the cover looking so cutesy, it is a dark romance, so be aware. And this is the second book to the My Dark Romeo series, and I didn't think about that. I didn't know they were connected. I didn't read My Dark Romeo, or no, I think it's My Dark Romeo, right? Something like that. Is it somewhere in here? 1 second. No, it's not. But it was partly very dark, as I already said, so be aware of that. But it's a very fun read, and the cover is gorgeous. The only thing I did was I accidentally sat on it one time, and now it's having like a dent here in the cover, but it's fine. It's fine, who cares. Then I also went to the book fair in Frankfurt, and there's actually the entire stack almost here that I want to show you because yeah, it's been an event, you know. And I bought for that one Once Upon a Broken Heart. I had it as a special edition already, but that special edition from All Crate is already signed. My plan was to let Stephanie Garber sign this one. I also annotated this one, and I really loved this book so much. And I sadly didn't get her signature, hence why I'm not showing it to you, but it would have been a dream, you know? It was a dream. I entertained it for a little while, but it didn't work. Still love that I have this copy because my special edition copy, I'm gonna be fully honest with you, I didn't want to annotate. So this made me very happy to own. But of course, if you're at the book fair, what does one do? Buy books. So I didn't buy too many, but I can show them to you right now. The first one being The Cruel Agreement by J.G. Rose. So this is a German book. Beautiful sprayed edges. Love it so much. I also started reading this one already, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not fully hooked right now. So J.G. Rose was signing books, and I was there with my sister, and we were both like, who is this? Like, what is happening? Like, can someone explain to us who this author is? What did she write? Are her books any good? And there was like a group of girls in front of us, and they were so obsessed with this. They were like, oh my god, her books are so great, this is her newest one, you gotta read her books, they're so amazing. I'm just a girl, you know, I'm gonna follow what other people tell me to do. Not like exactly like that, but if someone says it's great, like, I want to try it out for myself. So I bought it. It was also a bit of a cover purchase, I'm gonna be honest here. It's a dark mafia romance, I think a Russian mafia it is, and yeah, she's married off to that guy here. And he's very dark. As I said, I'm not fully obsessed yet. I hope it's still gonna happen, that the point of obsession is starting. I don't know, I'm not connecting with the characters. It's also, if I'm reading a book in German after reading a long time in English, it's just different sometimes. So I don't know, not fully hooked yet, but I'm still happy I got it, and I got her signature as well. Let me show you. There we go. Love it. So happy about that. There were also a few booths with English books, but it was really like more older versions of books and like used versions or something like that. But there was a trilogy that I actually had my eye on for a while. It's Dial A for Aunties, The Good, the Bad and the Aunties, and Four Aunties and a Wedding. Did I need all 3 of them right away without even reading the first one? No, not really. But I've heard really good things about this, and that it's very funny. This is the old cover version. Like, I've seen the new covers around, and I didn't know the book was already out for such a long time. And I think I got this for like 18 euros, so 6 euros a book, which is completely fine in my opinion. Like, very reasonable. I hope I'm gonna like them. They're not up high on my on my reading list right now. But if you've read them, let me know what you thought of them. Like, because maybe if you love it, then I'm gonna pick it up sooner rather than later. So let me know. But I'm very happy I got these, and I mean they're also older editions, and I think they're really cute actually. And then lastly, I also got a new season, My London Dream. This is also a German book, by the way. So this is the second part of a series, and I have the first one here. Still not read the first one, but my mom got it for me like ages ago. And I still want to read it. And this one was reduced to €5 instead of 10. And I was like, you know, instead of just waiting around, maybe I'm just gonna have the second book on hand so that if I want to, I can straight ahead go into the second one if I love the first one. So that's what I did. It was more like an impulse purchase, to be honest. Like, I have a problem with those. If a book is on sale, I do tend to get it because I feel like I'm not gonna pass out on a good deal, right? Okay, and let's move on to the books here. This is just an Amazon package, so this is not a used book in any way. But the one below is actually a very big box, and this is from Rebuy. Rebuy is a German, I think they're also shipping to Austria if I'm not mistaken, but primarily it's a German web shop that offers like electronics and books and everything, just media in general, in a used format. Like, people can send it to them and they're gonna resell it. And actually Rebuy stocked up a lot on English books, which I wasn't aware of because I haven't checked their website in years. Like, really, I didn't think I would find anything. And yeah, when I finished all my assignments this month, I was like, okay, I'm gonna spoil myself a little. Sometimes you need to spoil yourself a little, and with those, like, buying used books always feels like a bit of a surprise box. You never know what you're gonna get or in what condition they're in. So yeah, first I'm just gonna start with the Amazon package. Oh, that was so not satisfying. I'm sorry guys. If I'm not mistaken, there should be 2 books in here. Okay. Oh. Okay, the first one is Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I read this last month or 2 months ago. I loved this so much. I'm so happy I have this in my hands right now. This was like one of the first few dark romances I actually enjoyed, and it was so dark. Like, it was almost a thriller and a romance. Like, it was crazy. I've never read a book like that before, and I still think about it so much, and I just love the cover. And Still Beating was just a book that I wanted to have sitting on my shelves in case I want to reread it, because I read it on my Kindle, and this has a very special place in my heart. And also, oh no, it's published, right? I thought it's self-published, because sometimes I think if a book is self-published, it's also better for you to buy it because then you're supporting the author directly. So I thought I was doing that, but I didn't. Well, it doesn't matter really. Oh, it also matches. Oh, how cute. Okay, so this book is a recommendation for you if you can take a lot of dark stuff. If you're too sensitive, because I am very sensitive to be honest, but if something like that triggers you very easily and very quickly, then this is not the book for you. Just saying it right now. But I'm gonna put this actually right here because I read it already, and this is my shelf of books I've read this year. And yeah, I'm just so happy. I'm so happy about that one. And then I also bought Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I read 2 books of hers right now. I have them there. Wait, Hopeless and what is the other one called? Flawless. So I read Heartless and Flawless by her, the first 2 books in the Chestnut Spring series. Not in that order, but we're just gonna ignore that. And I've heard a lot of good things about the Wild Love series, and I really want to read the orange one in this, Wild Eyes, I think it's called. Really want to read that one because it's about a pop star that goes to a small town. I don't know, it sounds so intriguing to me, but first I want to read this one. Maybe I should finish the Chestnut Spring series first, but this one is just so intriguing to me that I feel like I don't know if I can wait so long. You know, I enjoy her writing a lot. It's very fast paced. It's just a cute palette cleanser. Like, I have not rated one of her books below 4.5 stars right now. It is a smutty read, so keep that in mind, but I really enjoy her books. Okay, and now onto the surprise package. I'm so excited for that. You can't even imagine. This has been laying here for like 2 weeks now, and I didn't open it because I wanted to show it to you. Oh, that was dangerous. Oh shit, what is happening today? Okay, maybe I can just open it normally now, because this is not working. There we go. I'm gonna show it to you now. Okay, you see a few things already. I have one book over here. Okay, let me just get it out. I ordered all of them in a very good condition. Nothing I ordered was saying like it looks new or something, but I try not to order something when it says good, because good usually is not good. Okay, so the first one I have here is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. Actually, it's in very good condition. Like, it's not... Wow, I'm so impressed. So it has a bit of dirt over here, but that doesn't matter. Like, it's not very yellow. It doesn't have... Okay, it has one... Can you see that? Like the spine is a tiny bit broken, but just one time, so it's really nothing actually. Do they have the receipt in here? I bought so many books, what the f. I didn't remember any of that. Okay, I cannot find the receipt, but if I see it somewhere how much I paid for this, I'm gonna put it down here somewhere. I thought I just bought 4 books or something. I bought way more. Okay, that's something. I read Happily Never After by Lynn Painter this year. Really adored this book, and this is also a adult romance, I think. It's not her young adult romance, so this one sounded very fun because like about a random number texting her and then they start a relationship. I don't know, it sounds so cute. And as everyone already publicly knows by now, Lynn Painter is just very good at writing cutesy rom-coms. So I'm very happy to get this one. Okay, the next one. I don't know if you've heard about it because I just recently found out that an Emily Henry book is being turned into a movie, and the book being is People We Meet on Vacation. This was one of the few, or the only Emily Henry book I think that I don't own yet from her new releases, like from the new covers and everything. Like her entire backlist I don't own, but the popular ones, this one was the last one I didn't own yet. Wow, this looks amazing actually. This only has like a thing here, which I don't even know what this is about, but no broken spine, no nothing. Wow, I'm so happy about this. Oh, this is just for them. I think I can take these stickers off later, I guess. Okay, so People We Meet on Vacation, actually I think they're best. Oh yeah, 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, and one last chance to fall in love. I'm just happy I got the book now. And I think if you follow my channel, you know how much I love Emily Henry, so this is very exciting. I'm very happy about that. Okay, next up, I'm just blindly picking in here. This is also such a good condition. What the hell? The Road Trip by Bev O'Leary. I think I got this for like 3 euros. I swear, it was really not much. I think this is not even red. Like, to be honest, it's like in the best condition ever. So I just love road trip books, but I haven't read a road trip book in so long. But when I was younger, I ate them up. Like actually, whenever there was a road trip happening, I had to read the book. So especially through the US, it's just my obsession. This is so difficult to read because it's blue and then it's yellow. Like, wow, who did this? That's crazy. Okay, I cannot read this right now. This is too dark here. Yeah, this sounded very fun, and I've actually seen a lot of Bev O'Leary books around recently. Can someone tell me if they're actually good? Like, I don't know. Have you read this? I had no clue, but I saw it on the website and I was like, add to cart immediately. Then an absolute fan favorite that I was like, I also need to own it at one point, right? Is Icebreaker. I also got this for very little. Also, again, great condition. I really cannot complain. I've never had a rebuy order that looked that good. Everyone has been talking about Icebreaker before, I think. Like, this was like the hype 2 or 3 years ago, and I have not read it yet. I just want to know what it's about, and I think like having it in my shelf here somewhere as a booktuber, it just makes sense, right? Like, that was a purchase that I had to make, I guess. I obviously didn't have to do anything, but I don't know, sometimes maybe I just crave an ice hockey romance, especially around this time of the year. Maybe I'm gonna enjoy this. I don't know. I'm actually not that big into sports romance, but maybe this one is gonna change my mind. To switch things up a little, I got a non-fiction book, like a business advice, The $100 Startup. Reinvent the way you make a living, do what you love, and create a new future. It's a very teeny book, just a bit yellow on the pages. I saw this in the bookstore once and I was like, it actually sounds interesting, and for me, I cannot go through like 500-page non-fiction books. Like, I tried that before, it doesn't work for me. And I do have a business study, so for me this is just very interesting to read about and see if the authors, like what they're talking about, if I can learn something new, you know? So that was just like something why I wanted to pick this one up. Getting so warm in here with my sweater. Okay, we have 2 more books left to go. The first one, also great condition. I really did not expect that. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. I watched the movie The Hating Game with Lucy Score. No, not Lucy Score, that was wrong. Lucy Hale, right? I think that's her name. Well, I loved the movie actually. I know a lot of people hated it. I feel like it was really fun. Like, it was a fun rom-com and a lot of banter. So I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy the book too, because a lot of people say the book is even better than the movie. So I have high hopes for this. And that was actually also the cover that I really wanted to have, because there's another one, but I preferred this one. Oh, I thought this was a sticker, but this is just like printed on. Okay, that I hate. That's annoying, but okay. I'm really happy to get this finally, because this has been on my list for also over a year now. It's just like an OG thing, right? Like, if you want to like fun little romance, I think this is gonna be it. And I know we covered a lot of fun little romances before, so this one is gonna come as a shock to you. So this is a dark romance. I think much darker it cannot get. Forgive Us Our Sins, Priest by Sierra Simone. I don't know actually. I don't know why I bought this. No, I don't know. I remember Larry saying that she liked this, but like, it's a dark, or is it dark? I don't know, but it's smutty for sure. And he's a priest, so he should not break the rules, right? Well, it sounds interesting. It's only from his perspective, which interesting. I didn't even think about that. Well, I don't know. That was just an impulse purchase. I'm gonna be fully honest with you. Like, I heard about this before. I was like, okay, dark romance, why not? And it's also very short. It's under 300 pages, so I don't know, guys. So these are all the used books I got, and I'm so happy about all of them. Like, the condition of them is amazing, and also I feel like giving books a second life is just way better than always buying stuff off of Amazon. So for me, I feel like if I read anyways, it would be better if I buy used books, because really for what? You know, like, it's nice to go into a bookstore, or like you can try your local library or something. I'm not really a library person, I don't have a library card, so for me buying used books is like the closest I can get, I think. Or like reading on my Kindle, but also Kindle is not good for the environment, to be honest, so it just depends. But this one I think is a better choice to make than getting them all new. So I'm very happy about them. Oh my god, this is such a big stack now. I'm gonna try to lift them all up for you so that you can see. This is gonna be almost impossible, but just almost. I'm gonna make it. These are all the books that I got these past few months, and I'm still gonna show you a few more. Okay, I'm gonna put this back down. Oh my god. Oh, it just fell over. Oh wow. Well, okay, now we're gonna switch to future Shanti because I have more books to talk about. Okay, welcome to the second part of this exciting video. As you probably saw yesterday, in yesterday's video, I was taking you book shopping through Amsterdam. So I'm also gonna show you a little book haul of what I got there. But before we get into this, I first wanna show you the books I accumulated over the past few months, like separately. First up, we have 2 fall books because yeah, it was October. Yeah, I mean, I need to accumulate a few fall books, I guess. The first one being A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley. I don't even know what it's about actually, because it's a very lengthy description on the back of it. But yeah, it just sounded interesting, and I always love a good fake dating story. But we have witches and demons, and it just sounded interesting, you know? I don't know if this is actually good or not. As I said, I haven't read it yet, so... No, I haven't said that, but I have not read it yet. So let me know what you thought of this one. I know October has passed now, so... yeah, I still need to take some time and actually read this. Maybe even I'm just gonna read it next year. But let me know what you thought of it. This was more of an impulse purchase, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And the next one we have is You Again by Kate Goldbeck. This I see actually everywhere. I saw this so much on BookTube last year, but also whenever I saw this in a bookstore, I just wanted to have it because, I mean, the cover just screams fall to me. Apparently it's When Harry Met Sally inspired, and I started reading it in one of the fall vlogs that I made. I made one fall vlog last month. Yeah, I'm gonna link it somewhere for you. And I got to page 30, so I'm not really far into it yet. I'm also not really intrigued, to be honest. Like, I'm not fully hooked yet, because the writing style is not my type of flowy writing style that I usually read, so I don't know, but maybe I'm gonna still enjoy this. I don't know yet. I just had higher expectations, and when I was more getting into the writing style, I was like, this is actually not what I'm in the mood for right now. But yeah, let's see. I mean, next year's also gonna be fall again, so... Then a interesting book that I also got around the fall time is Witch, Unleashed, Untamed, Unapologetic by Lisa Lister. So this is more a self-help book, I would say. Yeah, not self-help, self-development. And it's about, yeah, actually being a witch. I don't know, like, I have not read it yet, but it sounded very fun and interesting. Like, it sounded almost like manifestational, and I'm not saying that I consider myself being a witch, right? But it's just interesting to me. Like, the entire topic is something that I want to learn more about. I'm really into manifestation and spirituality, but the topic surrounding witchcraft has been intriguing to me since I was a child, but I just never really understood, like, that there are actual people right now still there that they consider themselves a witch, and I just want to learn more about it. I'm just intrigued in the topic, so that's why I picked this up. And also it was like a fall pick, sort of, because yeah, it just looked really fun and interesting, and the writing style was actually really easy to get into. Why is this so dirty? My gosh, from the transport. Okay, as you already have seen or heard from me before, I went to the book fair this year, and I'm really excited that I went. And J.S. Wanda had an entire booth there just for her books. It was crazy. Like, I've never really heard about her books. Like, I've never really seen them around. This is a German author, apparently. And she has so many books. Like, I don't even... Do I have the brochure here? I don't think so. But she has, like, so many books that she made an entire Wanda-verse out of it. Like, here, these are all her books. These are all her books. And these. That's crazy. That woman is writing like no other. And also the sprayed edges on this are just gorgeous. I mean, this is a chess piece right here. Like, how amazing is this? So I think this is self-published actually. Yeah, this is that's crazy to me. Like, that's really crazy. Self-published, beautiful sprayed edges, beautiful cover, and her publishing sort of is Wonderversum. Yeah, and it's like dark romance, and it says we're gonna play a game. 5 kings, 5 victims. Yeah, I think it's a romance though. So I don't know. It reminded me a bit of what did I read recently? By Penelope Douglas, Corrupt. This is the vibe this is giving. So I'm really intrigued. As I said, I'm not really reading a lot of German books recently, so I don't know if I'm gonna love this, but I'm curious. I'm really intrigued. Wow, that was not planned, but we just talked about Penelope Douglas, and we have her new release that came out in July, I think. 5 Brothers right here. I planned a video around this. I'm not gonna tell you too much about it right now. I started reading it and I started annotating it, and I'm on page 70. This has over 500 pages, so I'm still needing to get through a bit more. But yeah, this is about a girl that falls in love, not falls in love, but she's like interested in all 5 brothers, and she had like a spicy steamy night with one of them, and now she needs to find out which one it was because it was dark and she didn't know. Yeah, it's a bit crazy, but it's Penelope Douglas. I mean, like, if you've heard about her reputation, you know what this is about. Really interested to see how this is gonna continue. And in the same breath as I bought the Witch book by Lisa Lister, like the self-help one, I also bought Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields. This is a cute little spicy romantasy apparently. It's about Fae, and she makes a deal with one of the Fae or something. I don't know. I'm really still want to read this year actually. I'm really curious about this. Since I bought it like almost 2 months ago, I've been wanting to read it and I didn't pick it up yet. And I think now it's actually time, because it's really not that long. I mean, 350 pages. And also it says, forget morally grey, this is pitch black. I don't know, it just sounded so interesting to me. Like, the entire premise was just so, yeah, just really interesting and intriguing. So I really want to continue this. Not continue this, I want to start reading this. And I'm really excited about it. I also see that 4 of the books I'm having right here are really, really dark in covers. So you can tell what I'm into recently. A bit more dark romance apparently. But okay, we're gonna get into the book haul now. No, not the book haul, but the Amsterdam book haul. So this is the bag Book Lover from the American Book Center. The first bookshop I showed you, I forgot what it was called, but my boyfriend bought something there, which was It's Not How Good You Are, It's How Good You Want to Be, by Paul Arden. He also already read it because it's very, very small and very, very short. It was interesting, he said, but like the first part was more interesting to him than the other part, like the other half of it. So yeah, it has a lot of illustrations in there too. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very interesting book. I think it's about marketing and communication, and yeah, I also still want to read this, so I'm really glad he picked this one up. I'm gonna put it on the stack right in front of me here. And then we also went to the English bookshop, and I got a book there that I've not heard anyone talk about. I've never seen this anywhere. It's Mismatched in Manhattan by Tash Skilton, and I actually got it for €8, which is a really good deal for buying a book in the bookstore. And yeah, I mean, I'm obsessed with books that play in Manhattan. I feel like even more since I've been to New York recently. Wow, that was a year ago. That's not recently. Yeah, but since then I'm just completely obsessed with books about New York. I mean, a lot of people say it's not a magical city, but I'm just still in awe. For me, seeing it around Christmas time was just the most beautiful thing, and I really want to be back there. But yeah, I mean, I understand that if you're living there, it's a different situation, but if you're visiting, I think you can also see it from that perspective, that it's just fun, you know, like it's a fun city to be in. And I think this is just a cute rom-com. Yeah, it also says, it's sweet, genuinely funny, banter-filled delight of a rom-com. I absolutely love this modern day You've Got Mail. So it sounded very cute. As I said, I've never heard about this book, but it was really interesting to me, and I thought, yeah, this is maybe for me, you know? So lastly, from the American Book Center, that's where the bag is from, I got 2 books there, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I feel like the books were a bit overpriced there, which recently that happens a lot in the bookstores. Like a few years ago, English books were so affordable in the bookstores, and now the prices are just being raised to oblivion. But the American Book Center also had a few shelves that had discounted books, and for me that's just where I fall a bit for it, and where I was then shopping mostly, because that was just the most interesting part to me. And I actually got some very good finds, in my opinion. Like, I feel like I made really good bargains there. The first one, and actually one that I'm most excited about, is Long Way Down by Krista and Becca Ritchie. So I've read the first 2 of the Addicted Calloway Sister series, like just the Addicted series, so I'm still interested in the Calloway Sister series, and I actually want to accumulate them all because I love the spines of them. I think they're all so pretty together, and so far I'm really obsessed with the series and I love the characters, like all of them, that I really think this is gonna be a series that's close to my heart when I continue reading. So this is like, I think, the 8th one in the series, but that doesn't really matter because I got it for 9 euros, and even on Amazon it's like 13, 14 euros, so getting this for 9 when I already know that I want to have them as physical copies was just a really good bargain, because I know that I'm gonna get to reading this at one point. It has like a few like smaller cracks here, but that's what you would get if you would order it on Amazon probably as well. So this I was really pleased and happy about. And the last book of this book haul is also a very exciting one, because I got the last installment of the Magnolia Parks series, which is Into the Dark. I have the 3rd one here, so I'm actually currently at the 3rd one. I didn't read the 2nd one of Daisy Hates yet, and I also have not read this one obviously yet. I am really into this series. I think the writing style is very interesting and I really love annotating those. So I'm really curious, because this is gonna be the last one of Magnolia and BJ as far as I'm concerned, and a lot of people loved this wrap up. And yeah, as I said, I got this as a bargain, so this was 8 euros as well, which I feel like is a really good deal. Like, I don't think I made a bad choice with picking this one up, because I know that I will eventually want to get to reading this one as well. So now I have all the Magnolia Parks books, but I don't have the 4th one of Daisy Hates. So I'm not really... Okay, I am a book shopper, but I don't usually collect series before I've read them all. Like, I usually pick the books up as I go. Usually I don't do this, but for me, I was like, I know I'm gonna get around to reading it. So for me, it just made sense to pick it up when I was seeing it at a good price. So yeah, these 2 books, I was so happy I picked them up, and I even got them for 10% off extra because of my student discount. Yeah, then I paid 8 euros for this, 7 euros 20 or something for this one, which is a really good price. Like, no one can tell me that I made a bad choice with doing that. But now I have a ton of books to read. As you can see here, it's already stacked up all the way up here. I have a lot of books now to read, and I'm very excited to get to reading all of those. But I think I'm gonna go on a book buying ban. Like, I don't know for sure, because you guys also always love my book hauls, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I should continue buying at this pace. I think I should read a lot of my books first before I buy any more. Of course, Christmas is coming up, so that makes it a bit more difficult. I think I'm gonna refrain from buying a lot more books, because I'm also reading a lot on my Kindle recently, so I'm just gonna try to stick to the ones I have for now and try to order less and buy less. But no promises are being made here, okay? I'm just saying. I just think it would be good if I knock it down a notch, but if not, then also my decision. But yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you made it all the way to the end of this, because I love seeing your comments about this, I want to see you posting a book emoji in the comments. Very curious. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful and blissful day. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow for Bookmas day 10? 11? I don't know. But it's Bookmas, so you're gonna see me tomorrow again. Bye!